This Chinese staple won't darken the mood even though it's chicken with black bean sauce. It's time for another hot dish from Happy Healthy Why.
With Daddy.
Today's shout out goes to Jose Hernandez. Thanks, Jose, for the continued support. If you want a shout out in my next video, stay tuned to the end to find out how. Here are the ingredients: 4 skinless, boneless chicken thighs, 4 tablespoons of black bean sauce, 1 onion peeled and cubed, 1 green bell pepper cubed, 1 red bell pepper cubed, 1 cup of chicken stock. Alright, so here is our onion. We're going to cut up the onion and the other vegetables and put them in this dish. We're going to use that dish because we're going to toss them all in the stir fry at the same time. So one dish will be fine to hold them all. When I cut the onion, I cut through most all the way through, but I leave a little bit on the edge so that I can peel it off easily, like so. Normally I do this over the trash can, but since you're videoing, we're going to put it right into this trash can that I've created for such videos. So we peel off the edges. You want to peel off the brown part of the onion, of this yellow onion. And then we peel off one more layer. I like to peel off one more layer just for my own, I guess my own thought on it. I just don't like that outer layer. It could be too thin for us. Alright, once we have peeled and taken off that one layer of the onion, now we're going to wash it. And then I'll bring it back and we'll cut it into slices. Okay, now that we've got the onion here, we're going to slice right through in the half. So I'm cutting right through that middle part. Kind of cut it in half in this way. Take away those pieces we don't want. Don't cook very well those pieces. Now we're going to slice off the edges. From there, we're just doing chopped onion. I don't want it that big. So we're going to cut one more time down the middle. We're going to cut twice, once, twice. And those are good. These we're going to put straight into the dish of vegetables for sauteing when we get to that point. No need to break them apart beforehand. One more slice down the middle and then 2 on the sides. Chopped onion, the right size, cubed about 1 inch. Repeat the exact same process with the other half. Cut off the sides, 1 slice down the middle. One slice down the middle of each side, and then 2 more slices. And because you don't cut it too small, you will not be crying with that onion. Next, prepare the bell peppers. I already washed it. This one is a green bell pepper. We like to use 1 green, 1 red. Cut it in half. Take off the top with your hands. Don't worry, it's a bell pepper. It has no spices. It's not going to burn your hands. Take out all the seeds as much as you can. It's not that you don't need to eat the seeds. Just a standard thing. Alright, cut off the bottom. We're going to slice around, get it to about the same size as the onion. Now we're going to put it in the same dish that the onion goes in. Put it all together and cook them all at the same time. Try and make them all about the same shape. About an inch cube. That's good. And for a slightly different flavor and color, red bell pepper. Same thing. Cut right down the middle. Peel out the insides. Take out the seeds. Chop off the bottom. And cut into about 1 inch squares approximately. That's pretty good. After all the vegetables prepped, it's time to cut up the chicken. Now we're using chicken thighs because we like the flavor of chicken thighs better. Some people might rather use chicken breasts. We're gonna cut up our chicken thighs and get them ready for stir frying. Quarter inch, about an inch square, just like the vegetables, all about the same shape. We're just gonna put them aside, get them ready for frying. Thing is, we're gonna cook the chicken first, then we're gonna cook the vegetables, then we'll put in the sauce together. There's our chicken all cut and ready. Nothing to add to it. We're just gonna cook it like this. And now I got all the vegetables and meat ready. We're going to put on the heat. Nice high flame, as high as you can go, because we're gonna stir fry our dish. Let the heat up the pan for about 2 minutes. Then you're gonna add the stir fry oil. The one we're using is canola oil. Some people want to use olive oil, I use canola oil. So that's about a tablespoon. That's all you're going to need, because you're going to put in 4 tablespoons of black bean sauce when you cook the chicken. Okay, I swirled around. The oil is not flowing very quickly. It's not hot enough yet. So let's let it wait and get hot. It's closer. It's almost free flowing. It's almost hot enough. See how the oil gets hot? It quickly moves. That's how I know when the oil is hot. It quickly moves around the pan. When you tilt it one more time. Okay, this is pretty fluid, almost like water, but don't you dare touch it or drink it as if it's water. You wouldn't like that. Now it's time to add in all the chicken. You hear a nice sizzle. If the oil is hot. If the oil isn't hot, it's not going to sizzle. Stir it around a bit. Okay. Yes, I started going to do the black bean sauce right with the chicken, and that's coming in right now. So we're using black bean sauce. You can buy in most grocery stores in the Asian section. Or the Chinese market, you have more choices than this one. So I'm going to choose about 4 tablespoons, so that's close to 1.5. And that's about 3. That's close to 4. 4 tablespoons of black bean sauce. We're going to set that aside. And not use it ever again in this dish. Now we're going to stir it in with the chicken. If you mix it well, this is what your chicken should look like at this point. Lots of black bean sauce. I'm gonna let that cook until the chicken is cooked through, probably about 4 to 6 minutes. Then we're going to stir that chicken around from time to time because it needs to be stirred. Don't let it sit too long in one spot, otherwise it'll brown the bottom and not cook it thoroughly. From time to time, stir it up. Alright, it's been cooking for about 5 minutes. So now I'm going to take the whole chicken and we're going to set it aside into a separate dish. Turn the flame off for my safety. So now I've set aside the chicken in a separate dish. So now we're going to cook the vegetables. I'm going to turn on the heat again to high, put in the oil, stir fry the vegetables for about 3 to 4 minutes, then add the chicken back in. Pan's already hot, so it shouldn't take very long for the oil to get hot too. Alright, oil's nice and smooth flowing. Here we go with all the vegetables. So you might wonder why I didn't break up the onion earlier, because it's going to break up as it cooks. We're going to use the same dish that I just poured the vegetables out of to grab the dish when it's done. Set the dish right over there. And stir fry your vegetables on high heat with just a little bit of oil. This time you can really see that I am actually stir frying, moving them around all the time. When I see the onion chunk, I tap on it to try and break them up. When they're cooked enough, they'll break apart. As you're stir frying, you're looking for the onions to get slightly caramelized, such as these, a little bit of browning, a little more than that. You want them all to look like that. Okay, so I stir frying for about 4 minutes in high heat. Get into the caramelized well, it's time to add back in the chicken. Add back the chicken and all the sauce. Make sure there's as much sauce in there as you can. That's where the flavor is. After you get the sauce back in, we're going to add in a cup of chicken stock. Oh, it's time for an epic food hack. It's time for an epic food hack
with Daddy.
You add in a cup of water. To that cup of water, some teaspoon of chicken bouillon. That's about a teaspoon. And now we have chicken stock. You'll mix it just the same, whether you do it outside, do the chicken stock outside or inside. Now we're gonna let it get to a boil. I'm gonna cook it for about 8 minutes. Now that's gotten to a boil, we're gonna cover it and let it simmer for about 8 minutes. Okay, our chicken and black bean sauce has been cooking in there for about 8 minutes. You can see it's boiling. Nice boil. We're gonna turn it off and take it out because it is ready to eat. We like to pair this chicken dish with our beef broccoli dish. It makes a nice counterpoint to the beef and oyster sauce to have a black bean sauce.
Bye bye taco. It's awful hard to bear. The chicken is pretty tender and the flavor is actually pretty nice. But I don't like the peppers. I didn't even try them. I don't like them. Do I have to try them? The texture wasn't as bad as I thought. It's not crunchy, it's soft and stuff. But I don't like peppers. But the chicken's good. Taco!
How about that one? Isn't this thing vinegar?
No, black bean sauce.
Bad review time.
Oh, Ross, this just isn't very good. That black bean sauce makes the chicken taste so bitter and sour. It's like eating a toxic waste.
Happy Healthy Wife Chef Barry here, reminding you to compliment our like button. Just like chicken with black bean sauce complements a wonderful beef broccoli dish. If you've ever had chicken and black bean sauce, leave a comment down below on what you think of it or what you think it might taste like. If in that comment you could include the word oyster, you'll have a chance at a shout out in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to be notified of all my new videos that come out on Mondays. Thanks for watching. Have a happy and healthy day.